like being stuck on an island. See, the thing is, you somehow manage to get on the island, then you gotta figure out, how the heck do you get off? You're all alone. What do you do? What's the next step? Now, it took a lot of work getting through the ins and outs of actually taking the test, making it official, and getting your license, but you still gotta make it through the other side. And that's what I want to talk about, how to get through the other side and get off the island where you're not all by yourself. So what I did is I went ahead and joined a brokerage when I got my license, and I signed up with eXp Realty. And I thought eXp was gonna be the solution to all my problems. I was gonna finally get off the island, get a little support, and start moving forward, making some real estate deals. I thought this is exactly what I've been looking for. You can imagine my letdown when it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. And that was the problem with eXp Realty for me. As much as there was support and ways to get help, there was no real personal connection. And I still felt a little isolated, like I was on an island by myself. Hello! Because of those issues, I started looking for ways to solve them, get off the island once and for all. I just didn't realize that the solution to all my problems was right under my nose the whole time. You see, I've been doing a lot of work for Billy. Billy was a local real estate agent that flips houses, and I've been doing a lot of work for him doing junk removal to get his places ready to flip and sell and make a lot of money. And Billy had mentioned to me that his brokerage was called Outfast Realty. And if I considered switching to Outfast Realty, I'd have a lot more in-person support and a lot more opportunity. Let me explain. I'm not alone anymore. I'm not alone, friend! Friend, come back! And I learned something about Outfast that was really interesting. A lot of the agents that are there aren't just there for retail. A lot of them are investors too. And that's something that I'm really interested in doing for the channel as well. So I decided to get off the island once and for all and change my license from eXp to Outfast Realty. So long, cruel world! I'm off to freedom! And wouldn't you know it, as soon as I signed up with that new brokerage, I already had some more opportunities. I'm actually gonna be hosting an open house here pretty soon, which I hope to get some new leads off of as well. In addition to that, I've already got a client too who wants me to help them buy a duplex, since I've talked so much about house hacking before and know a lot about it. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out right now. And even ignoring all that, there's a lot of perks of being at Outfast too. They have in-house hard money lending, which is something I could really use when we get to flipping. And for all those reasons, I think it's finally time to say goodbye to the island, hello to Outfast, and let's get started on some real estate. Let's go. All right, now the moment we've really been waiting on. I'm getting ready to head out right now and head to the open house that Billy has finally finished his flip on, and I'm gonna be helping host that open house today. When I get in there, I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys through the house so I can show you all the renovations and also put up what it looked like before. If you guys ever watched that episode where I did the huge house clean out, this was the property. Now, I'd like for a couple things to happen today. First and foremost, just wanna get a little experience. I've never ran an open house before, and I've never been around any professionals that have done an open house before. So this will be a new experience for me today. Two, this would be like the best case scenario. If I could get somebody that wants to put an offer on the house and they don't already have an agent, that could be a match made in heaven, and I could hopefully be a buyer's agent off the rip. And that would be highly unusual, but it happens. I mean, that would be pretty great, right? I would love for that to happen. But I don't want to waste any time. I want to get there nice and early so I can set up and be prepared. Let's head that way and see what we can make happen. Let's go. All right, so we just got here now, and I'm driving my truck and my trailer today because I have a junk removal job after I leave this place. I park pretty far away because I don't want to park this thing in front of the house they're trying to sell it. If we're being honest, it's not like the cleanest looking thing in the whole world for a house for sale. So we're gonna walk just a little bit. So let's go ahead, head on over there now, and I'll show you guys the property. I'm not sure you guys are even gonna recognize this place from when I was here last, so let's check it out. Man, what a difference all the renovations have made on this place. It looks entirely different from when I was here the first couple times doing that junk removal. Absolutely insane how different it looks now. So let's go ahead inside, get this open house started, hopefully make some new contacts. Let's go. All right, guys, we just got done with that open house, and I would say things went pretty good. I'd never experienced something like that before, so it was really good to learn a new skill and be exposed to something completely new on this side of the business. That said, the only downside was there was another agent there who's working closely with the seller's agent, so she did have preference for like the sign-in process and getting all the leads and contacts out of it, which is totally fine because it was still good for me to be in that environment and see how things work. That said, I hope I can be the sales agent soon for a property coming up one of these days and also host my own open house. So the next thing we're gonna do for real estate is I gotta meet with my client who wants to find a multifamily. Like I told you guys before, I'm very interested and specialized in multifamily house hacking, so I'm gonna go ahead and help this guy out and try and find him a really good property too. So I'll take you guys with me tomorrow to meet with him and start that process of being a buyer's agent. It's gonna be tough right now in this market because everybody's trying to buy, but we're gonna dip our toes in the water and see what happens. So that's gonna be it for real estate today. But like I said before, we do have a junk removal job, and that's gonna be for a different video here in the future. But let's go ahead and get ready for that. Let's go. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't order all this. I went in there to get coffee, and they said that someone's training, so they asked me one of these for free. So one's a strawberry something, and one is a caramel something. So they said, "Are you Mission Side Hustle? Would you like these free drinks?"
Yeah.
This is gonna be my favorite part of the episode because I'm actually meeting here now with my friend Chris, and he is also my first client with real estate. He's wise beyond his years. Some would say he's the younger, better looking version of me. I'm not sure if I fully agree with that.
I would agree with his hair. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but Chris is someone who I've talked to a long time about house hacking and things like that. He's actually gonna be looking for a duplex here pretty soon. So today we're gonna kind of just get together and talk about what he's looking for. So Chris, because you're such a smart guy, tell the good world what it is you're gonna be looking for here.
So at the moment, obviously out of college for 3 or 4 years now, I've saved up some money. I think I'm ready to buy something. I will be honest, been living at parents' house. So I think it's smarter to live. Smart to live with your parents.
All inclusive.
Right. It's an all-inclusive resort. But it's time to obviously move out. I don't want to rent. I don't want to waste money on renting. I'd rather just buy my own place. So I'm looking for either duplex, where I live in one side, rent out the other side, or if obviously I don't get pre-approved for enough, a house where I would just have roommates and it'd be the same concept.
I told you this guy is smart. He's been watching Mission Side Hustle.
I've also talked to Corey a lot about this. 'Cause at one point I just want to buy a house and live in it and have the dream of living alone, but I also want to make money off of it.
At any rate, I just wanted to get together with him today. We're gonna go ahead and talk about it a little bit. I'll probably go ahead and wrap things up with you guys here right about now. Him and I are gonna hash it out, like what he's looking for, how much we're gonna spend. We're probably looking in for a duplex in this area between $200,000 and $300,000 for a duplex. So we're going through the pre-approval process now. Once that's done, the next time you guys will see us together, it'll be when we're touring some properties and hopefully making an offer on something. So
yeah, baby.
Anyway, Chris, you got these right. Mission Side Hustle doesn't have like a lot of cash right now, so
right.
I need you to cover all this.
I hooked it up.
All right, guys. All right, guys, so I'm all done with Chris, and as you can tell by this episode, I am spending a lot more time on real estate here in the future. I've got a lot of things going on right now, and I'm pretty busy with everything, but I really would like to dial in on the real estate side of things because I think that's where the future of the channel really lies. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go and wrap things up this episode. There are no net worth changes this episode, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna spend the rest of the week with the family and hit it hard next week. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. You wanna say something?
Today we just watched the wild pig.
Okay, okay.